Well, good evening. Welcome to Tale 3 Cabins. A little disclaimer, no animals were harmed in the making of this video. So I'm down here in Southern Ohio, got some chores to do with the cabin down here. Most of our work was in the woods, and we probably disrupted the woods quite a bit while we were down here, so I don't count on seeing anything. It's just a beautiful day, October day. It's been frosty in the mornings, and it's 70 degrees right now, so it's a beautiful evening. And just nice to sit out in the woods, and maybe if I see something, I'll enjoy some nature, and I don't have to come out here and take something just to enjoy things. So just out here enjoying the evening, and why don't you come check out some of the work we did. So one of the first things I noticed when I got out of the car is these bushes had thousands of hornets all around them, and I thought there was a nest or something, but I couldn't find where they're coming in and out. And it might be hard to see in the video here, but these spruces were covered with them, and I don't know if it was just because they're in the sunshine or if there's something that they're feeding off of before winter starts, but it's just a little weird. So then the next thing when we got here is we wanted to check the mouse trap, and I set this up just before I left the last time, and it's been a couple weeks, and the idea is I wanted to catch as many mice as I can. If you set a regular trap, usually you only can catch one or two, or however many the trap will catch, and I just wanted to see. We never used to have a mouse problem before, and just in the last couple of years we're starting to get mice in here. So it becomes a real nuisance because if I'm coming here a month at a time, your mice can really get a little headway and develop a nice family in here, and we want to try to keep that at bay. So if anybody has a good idea how to keep this problem, keep our mouse population down, especially without creating an odor. So we did catch a couple mice in here, and it seems like it works, but it does smell pretty bad when you come in, especially if you haven't been here for 3 or 4 weeks. And if you have a mouse problem yourself, you probably know it's next to impossible sometimes to figure out exactly where they're coming in. Like I said, we never had an issue for 10 years, and now all of a sudden in the last year, 2 years, we've been getting them pretty regular. And it's a little disheartening to come in and they're tearing apart, our mattresses and sheets, and we got to kind of keep everything in boxes now. So if you have any advice, I'd really appreciate it. So if you watched my tractor video a couple weeks ago on night ops, you saw this DC adapter with a voltmeter on there, and this actually helped me diagnose a problem with my ATV. As you can see, it's showing too many volts. It should be around 14 volts. So I'm assuming that it's the rectifier here, which is bad, which is similar to a voltage regulator. So while John is finishing opening up the cabin and doing some stuff inside and sucking up the mouse poop, I'm going to change this real quick, and hopefully we can get this thing working and not have to worry about frying a battery, because we got to use the ATV quite a bit. This is really a pretty simple change. The hardest thing is just getting those clips off the old one. Okay, if all went well here, we should start it up, and hopefully we're only getting about 14.2 volts, somewhere in that neighborhood. Well, that's better. I probably should have revved it up here, and I forgot just to double check, just rev up the RPMs. But for now, I didn't get any warnings the whole time we were down here, so I think this is going to work. We arrived about mid-afternoon, so we're just gonna kind of finish the minor chores, finish unloading. As I said, we got to set things up and get out the bedding and set up the beds and turn on the water. A lot of little things. We're gonna try to do that before it gets dark and get a nice campfire going, and kind of plan out our day for tomorrow. Temps are supposed to be in the 70s, low 70s to high 60s during the day, and just kind of frosty in the morning. So it should be a good couple days down here. We never go hungry when we're down here, and this morning breakfast is going to be a good start for us because we got a lot of work to do. We're going to start out with our ATV path. It's pretty overgrown. We got to clear this out so we can get back to the rear part of our property, and we probably got about a half mile of clearing to go. So this is just a start here. It looks like we're going in the bat cave right now, but it's going to be a little bit of a chore. I got hit in the back of the head with an acorn the other day, and it was a pretty good size, and these are some black walnuts, and I would hate to get hit with one of these. We're right about at the halfway mark right now. As we make our way up to the top part of our hill here, we stop and check on the tree stands, make sure the straps are okay. Brought the cushions with us, set the cushions up, and check on the feeders nearby. We use feeders because we don't have a huge amount of acreage, so it helps bring traffic through our property to help increase our deer sightings. So seems like these raccoons will catch on though on how to get that food out of there, especially the low-hanging feeders. And then before you know it, the deer know how to get into there too. So they can go through a couple 100 pounds of corn in no time just by spinning that on their own. There's just something about October weather. It just makes it so nice to be in the woods. Everything takes on a different hue. Of course, the colors of the trees. The sky seems even bluer because there's probably less moisture in the air, and it just seems more crisp. And it's just a good time to work in the woods and enjoy the season. This will most likely be the last grass cutting of the year, so I always look forward to when that happens, because a big part of coming out here is taking half your time just to do the yard work and clean up all the leaves. So I know there was no tractor in this video, and there wasn't any hardcore work, but it was just nice to enjoy the month of October here, some scenery, heading out in the woods again this evening. Hope you enjoy these videos, hope you subscribe, and keep an eye on us.